the Grimstroke control is a really good lane versus Axe, and I'm really thinking that he is going to have a lot of pressures. Jesus Christ, Aramis.
Goodness, Aramis. Don't breathe. Stop dancing. Stop playing your music.
Yeah, seriously, man. Come on. That's I'm curious to see the mid matchup. I'm curious to see how Invoker does versus Earthspirit. I think he should win out, but I think Earthspirit's going to be able to just free farm anyway.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how 1-9 could play this. I mean, this definitely falls into sort of the category of heroes that you can imagine 9 to be comfortable on. These sort of playmaking mids.
Yeah, I think the Invoker honestly was like one of the more perfect picks if he with him going the Quas Wex, because he can counteract a lot of the aggression, and I see a lot of ways where aggression or over-aggression could punish Tundra pretty heavily. You know, Darkseer surging a hero in, Earthspirit rolling in, and a Snowball rolling in, Battle Trance as well. Heroes could get forced out of position, and that's when Invoker able to come in and counter-initiate could be really successful for Viking. I think it's still pretty tough for them. I really like Tundra's draft, but I can see the idea of what they were going for with Boom. It's massive how the counter initiates he can do, because once Tundra goes in, they're kind of just dictated that they're fully committed in.
Sure. But I mean, how hard is it going to be for Boom to play his game in a game where this Spirit 9 is going to be looking to get straight on top of him each and every time in the fights?
It can be very difficult. He has to be very wary of his positioning, because he can just get burst down from all this, chain stun, silence, and so many ways to collapse on top of him. I feel like Boom has to play one of the more perfect games for Viking to have any hope in this game, because it seems like it can be pretty greedy. Axe needs a Blink Dagger. Ursa needs a Battle Fury. You're gonna rely on Boom very heavily in that mid game, early game.
I mean, and is Boom just not going to get completely destroyed in the CS as you know, as you say, he has to go for the Quas Wex, but the laning is going to be rough, right?
You have to play the harass war, and you play the you're gonna win based off regen war.
Sure.
Like you have to utilize your Quas at its maximum. He should lose the CS, but in the gold it should come out better. He just missed 4 last hits under the tower, so I say that he's gonna struggle. Those were uncontested last hits under his tower too. He ended up missing at least 2 to 3 at the.
I mean, all in all, I mean, as you say, even if he's able to find a little bit out of this mid lane, it's just going to be the fact that 9, he's going to find a lot out of this lane. This is going to be an Earthspirit that's going to be hitting very fast item timings.
And he's going to have the bottle right at the start here too. So I say, that's where Boom can counteract with the Quas regen. You already have bottle. Invoker's not a rune securing hero. He's not a bottle hero by any means. And your Earthspirit, you're going to get every rune. You just roll to it.
And these side lanes, who's sort of coming out on top here? This aggressive tri-lane from Tundra, is that going to be dealt with by this defensive tri-lane from Viking, or are we going to see a lot of pressure on the Ursa here in the lane?
I'd imagine a good amount of pressure is going to start building up very quickly for him. I'm surprised he's already up to 8 last hits, so I'll be completely honest. I feel like Tusk, Grimstroke, Control they can kill anything. It's very tough. It's Boom. Oh my goodness.
He just came in and made a play. He took about 3 tower hits somehow. I guess 9 was able to kick him in.
He might die.
He needs help.
But he actually has to get TP rotation to help him.
Here. He can't afford to die. Aramis, he's coming, but no mana. Look at the right clicks, though, and 9. He's looking still for an opportunity to maybe get in on Boom, but now it's too risky. 9, he'll back away. He'll be fine. He still has the roll in the Fairy Fire. And then this ends up working out. I mean, this is going to be some breathing room. I would say that. I thought 9 was going to go back to base. Looks like he wants to play around still. Not feeling any threat. Has he got any regen coming out? I mean, I guess he feels that he's just safe to stick around on low HP.
It's got to help Boom catch up in last hits, which he really needs. I mean, 7 last hits. I can't believe how many he's actually missed. There's quite a lot that he missed just himself, so making some mistakes, and 9 is thriving. But yeah, still very low HP. Has to be cautious.
He makes it work. Gets another wave out of it and secures the range creep. Now he'll take the walk back to base. Make sure that he's fueled up and ready for the 4-minute rune fight.
How many is he going to miss? He might only miss like 1 or 2 last hits if he's very quick with another rollback. Might actually be pretty efficient with the going back to base here. And we're seeing bottom. Troll is starting to take over in comparison to that Ursa. It's not easy for Shad. I don't know what they're going to do to relieve the pressure here. At least it's giving Kezu a lane. I think that's the most important thing about having these tri-lane versus tri-lane is Axe isn't being shut down at all. Kezu's going to be able to get his farm online, which they really need on the side of Viking this game. So I think it's okay with sacrificing Shad a little bit.
See if they can get 9. As 9, he did just TP him to this, and luckily for himself, he's going to live. Now backup's there. Byron Fada come through straight away, rolling in onto Aramis. They get the setup to bring down the Lion. Boom. We'll start
Rune's
to poke
coming
back.
out.
It's an Arcane Rune 9. Is going to be able to get the refuel.
The Dream. Double TPs from the supports though. Can they actually even? They can't even punish Skeeter. So those TPs actually end up working really nicely for Tundra. Troll, a very hard hero to bring down, especially with Nature's Prophet. You don't do anything as Celery.
Yeah, I mean,
it's just such a good troll pick. When they third picked it, I saw that and I was like, oh my god, this is like he's versus Nature's Prophet and he's versus Ursa. So it's just like the most fortunate troll because you don't want to make this. You don't want to make Nature's Prophet 3 at that point, and then Ursa's core matchup is just tough. So I really love that they went for this for Skeeter this game.
Yeah, complete free farm now, down on this bottom lane. And it just doesn't look like Vikings heroes are ever really going to be able to put a stop to that in this laning stage. This lane, it's going to be Tundra's.
Oh, okay, well, Aramis will at least be able to kill a ring of health there. But yeah, I agree. I don't even think having the line down here has any merit. So I like that Aramis is actually just playing around top, running around mid as well, because, yeah, he just can't do anything bottom. So they're just going to have to accept that on the side of Viking and just, yeah, get Kezu a good game. Get him an early blink dagger. Get him some stacks going. That's what I want to see now from Aramis and from Celery. Just stack gaming. You have an Axe and an Ursa on your team. You need to get your items online.
I mean, do you sort of agree with what the panel was touching on, that this game, you know, a lot of focus is going to be on Kezu to be that playmaker and to be the hero that really sort of carries them through the spot where they're still waiting for the Ursa to get his items online?
It's Kezu and Boom, yeah. Like he has to get a good timing on the blink dagger, and then Boom has to play really well with his dispels, with the tornadoes to control the surges, the ink swells. You know, there's gonna be all these buffs on this Troll Warlord carry. So they have to deal with that. It's 33.
Found him in the trees. 33. He's been surrounded. TP's coming in. He's gonna try and surge his way out of this, but the Battle Hunger's ticking him down and he'll fall. They get the kill. Biver and Fada not able to do anything about that. They can't fight back here against the 3 of Viking.
But they can always send the 2 TPs. Like, they can always just rotate the 2 supports because Troll is fine. You know, Skeeter's like, okay, I'm in a 1v1 Rashad. This is great. The dream for this Tundra lineup. Although they do lose that Darkseer, so some good pressure.
Mid Boom. Mid. Tries to lay down the MP. Nine's able to dodge it. Nine actually getting back and aggressively. Boom immediately TP's out after Nine misses the stun. And before anything else is there to come in and take him down. Well, that's going to be Boom out of the lane, though.
Did 33 just... Oh, I think he made the timing wrong there. He TP'd mid, I think, to fill up the bottle, but they didn't actually end up trying. Nine was a little bit too far away, so he just has to go to the jungle. And that's going to give Kezu more freedom. See him working on a stack up here. And it's really all about that blink dagger for them to be able to make some nice aggressive moves.
I mean, Kezu's having the best time out of the lanes when it comes to Vikings cores.
And he is the best one to effectively shut down that Troll early game too. Because Battle Trance early on, you're probably going to be able to dunk through that. The later stages, the lifesteal becomes overwhelming, but early stages, you can usually get the dunk off pretty nicely. So yeah, good start for Kezu. Ursa starting to catch slowly back up. He's not dying at the very least. And they're forcing a lot of reaction from Tundra. So it is, in a way, kind of protecting Shad with those Tusk and Grimstrokes having to move around the map so much. All things considered, I think Viking has come out of the lanes a lot better than I thought they would.
And not losing too many lives. We'll see top Aramis. He does get gone upon. Actually able to pop the stick and turn with the stun. Aramis, is he able to make it away? He is.
Okay.
He's able to walk out of there. And Kezu, he's looking to run down far. If he gets a few spins out of this, he's going to be able to find it. Kezu gets the kill. The wall's been dropped down by 33. Kezu into the trees. See if he can make his way out of this. He's being chased down by the illusion with the iron shell on him. They've trapped him in with a shard. Kezu, can he kill off the illusion in time? He goes for the dunk, tries to get another dunk off to get the run, but he can't do it. He's a little too low, as they will manage to bring down Kezu there with that response. Tundra.
I learned a mechanic just now, though. That if you dunk an illusion from Darkseer, well, it refreshes it. I actually did not know that.
I guess that counts as a hero dunk.
I guess I literally had no idea that would refresh it. I thought it would put it on cooldown. That's good to know. Bottom, Skeeter, still level 5. He's about to hit the 6. He just gets it. They're going to try anyway. They can burn his mana, but he's got the stick.
That's not going to be enough to give him the ult, though. So Skeeter does have to be careful. He's got the backup. Biver and Fada in, and now they can try and turn Boom. Taking a few tower hits. Extra TP's coming in from Tundra as they want to fight. The Hex is out. Shad stepping forward. They're in onto the Tusk. They'll be able to take him down. Nine rolls in the stun. Is going to connect onto both of them as Aramis is caught, as well as Boom. Nuked down by the stroke of fate. They've got to run. This Magnetize is kept going on them all. Shad's trying to TP out, but they're in. Nine, has he got the damage? He has. As Shad's out. Can't quite TP out in time there. As Tundra, they bring the numbers, a 9, he comes in with the damage.
And that is not how Viking wants those things to go. They try to make the move on the troll, and they end up losing the Invoker for his rotation. Kezu's still able to get the farm. He's got the hood, so we'll slow down his Blink Dagger a little bit. But it feels like he does need a little bit more tankiness once to tank through those Ion Shells in particular. But yeah, big hit from Tundra. And it's Skeeter, who's already been enabled so much this game. He's got Phase, he's got Perseverance. He's going to be getting a real good time on Battle Fury.
Yeah,
Shad, as we said, he's pressured.
But big fan of this. I mean, you know, the Battle Fury over the Maelstrom on Troll, especially in a game against the Prophet. Now we saw Skeeter, he's definitely still still on the Battle Fury train with the builds that we've seen coming out from him. And this game he's going to get great timing on it.
Aramis is trapped.
Oh, see if they can get Boom
They
as
want
well.
more.
Boom.
I don't think they can.
Knight's going in. Whew, he's got a surge, so he's safely out of there. Bottom lane at the same time, Kezu is able to get the call in onto Fada, dunk down onto one. See if he can chase down another. If he's bringing Skeeter rather low, not quite low enough for the dunk. As Kezu having some good moves here.
A real good game.
It's going to give him a great timing on this blink after the Vanguard. He's top net worth. As the panel said, you know, eyes on Kezu to carry here. So far, he's doing a great job.
Yeah, and keep him on the map. I like this. Celery, buy more, like keep giving him clarities too. Like just let Kezu keep his impact and keep his presence on the map. He's so important. Once he gets blinked too, it's going to be really important. Tundra, looking to force the issue. They've got Magnetize available again. Really want to set up and push this tower down here with Troll, especially. And before the Blink Dagger, they really want to make a big move on those towers.
Be a big hit.
Oh, can they find Kezu?
I think they might. Kezu, is he ready for this? They're rolling in. They don't quite get the initial stun. They do get the follow-up. Backup's coming in with that hood. Indeed, Kezu taking quite a beating here. Have they got enough? The coverage comes there. The snowball will dodge the tornado, but now the two of them, they're in a whole spot above. A finger comes out. They burst through Biver. 33 and 9, continue to chase on. Boom. They're moving on to Boom. Another setup with the Ink Swell as Boom will pop.
He just came back. He just TP'd. He just got back to mid not too long ago. Ends up trying to save out his buddy and dies as well. They only get the kill on the Tusk and they lose 2 cores out of it. Shad gets the space, but damage is done. Skeeter gets the bottom tower and he's getting very close to Battle Fury already. And I'm glad you did say, like, I do love that he went for Battle Fury this game. When you're a Troll and you're the win condition for your team, like, he has the win over the core matchup, right? Like, Troll versus Ursa, Troll is always just a better late game matchup.
Oh, hello.
Not that he's going for the late game.
And talking about our carry, Shad. He's been found out. He's trying to run. There's no saving this man, surely, unless the tornado. Oh, it's a beautiful one. On down to the 3, but the wall's out. The shards as well. Shad's blocked in, drag back 33. Cleans up the kill. There's no running from this man.
I was about to say, holy moly, what a tornado, but not quite this time. Boom again, unable to save his buddy. And he's starting to fall behind already on this Invoker. 1, 2, and 1, 41 last hits. And his rotations are, it has to be perfect. That's the thing about Quaswex is if you start to have these rotations that don't work out well, you really start to fall behind. And that's 2 deaths now that he's had as soon as he's shown his face. Now they have to make plays. They have Kezu Blink Dagger. He's got to just hide himself off the map. They have to just have their Nature's Prophet and Lions just split pushing the waves. Kezu has to be extremely active.
We'll see if he he's going to keep it hidden on the courier here.
Yeah, don't show it.
The reveal of this will be massive.
Do they have a smoke? Okay, they have a smoke on Aramis too. Finger's still on cooldown for 50 seconds, but I think that they should still smoke and at least swing. So maybe swing toward top, get an aggressive ward down so you get some information for Shad, because Shad, this is the best place for him to farm, but it's not really that safe either at the moment, up in this top side. He doesn't have much information. See what they can catch here. They have the Wrath of Nature too. Finger's still, like we said, 40 seconds. Maybe the Wrath will be enough for the dunk.
Let's see what they can jump.
Biver's sitting on the side. He's expecting a move. He's the save versus that axe call.
You can see he's prepared for this.
He catches the smoke. He's ready for it. Yeah. He's there to protect his core.
Kezu's going to go for it. They're going to see if they can take down Biver. No, they'll be able to get Biver, but now the question is if Tundra's able to get back in on this. They won't quite find an opportunity to do so. Viking, they get the kill, they get out, but not necessarily the big kill that they hope for with the blink reveal.
And this is just heads up, though. I like the way that Tundra's playing with the buddy system. You know, I like calling it that. It's, the Tusk, he doesn't have anywhere better to be on the map. His whole job is either tank the gank or snowball save your troll if he does get initiated on. So he tanks the gank. You know, that's your job. It's a good job. I love it.
And just with each passing moment, the net worth difference growing specifically between these carries.
And look at Skeeter. He's got an Ancient Stack to work on. Unlike the other side where Ursa, no Battle Fury, no Ancient Stack either. So he's just going to be enabled much more. And it really is the name of the game really is Enable Skeeter, as we've mentioned multiple times. They have Surge, they have Ion Shell, they have Ink Swell. It's going to be all these buffs.
He's going to be terrifying in these team fights.
He is going to be
Unless, as you say, Boom's on point with tornadoes, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So they got to be really careful about the counter initiation and the positioning on Viking. I'm unsure of which blade's actually the right choice, but maybe Boom wants to just have more right click. I don't really know what you build on the Crosswex Invokers anymore. This is just what everyone's doing.
I suppose.
Makes him a bit tankier, but positioning is everything. I actually almost just want him to get, as awful as this sounds, it's like BKB first, like, because he's just gonna get ran at. Like, this Earth Spirit is gonna get on him and silence him, control him, etc. So
he's
maybe he changes it. We'll see.
His position is, it's got to be perfect.
It's everything, yeah.
Kezu.
9.
He's gonna start things here with the drag back on to 9. Nice, pretty tanky though. Tornado off the mark there as the snowball from Biver keeps them safe. 33 with the mech popped. Trying to keep his team strong enough to keep this fight going. Kezu's going to have another chance for a blink in a second, and he goes for it. He's be able to get the jump in. This time only onto the troll. Can they burst him down though? He's trying to get back in on this Kezu, but over to the side 9. He's already in and on top of Aramis. Skeeter moves in with the battle charts, leads through Kezu. Over Biver goes towards Boom. You'll see Shad jump in from the side. He's trying to get involved, but the silence is upon him. He pops the Enrage. He's looking for 33. See if he can chase down this Darkseer. Surges up, and Biver with another shard. Blocks off any attempt from Viking to chase, and Tundra, they're not even done yet. He's ready to go. The vacuum on the 3 of them into the Ink Swell. They're all dead.
Oh my god. All right, that was, that's going to finish up a fight.
Oh my goodness.
That was beautiful.
I mean,
I want to see it again.
Shad and Boom, they really tried to go for this. But that's
they had such good positioning, but these are the buffs, you know. Ink Swell, look at Skeeter. They see him coming in. Level 3 vacuum. Bam! That picture perfect. That was beautiful. I love seeing combos hit. And now 4K advantage with the Battle Fury. Ursa still doesn't have his Darkseer getting close to top net worth too. No, he doesn't.
He doesn't. It's a slow one here from Shad with these deaths that he suffered.
And he doesn't have the core matchup either, right? Like, he's into the troll, so the game, it's just always hard for the Ursa. You're always an item behind, it feels like, versus this troll. Great moves from Tundra, and just really understanding their power peaks there. You can tell, like, they've got the mech on the Darkseer, they've got all this stuff like coming in, they persist, they dive past the tower heavily. And now even considering to check out Roche, since they do have that troll and such a big power point right now.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
It just doesn't feel easy for Viking. Like, I don't know what the next item timing is for them to get like that big strength thing. It feels like everything is just, they need more time to get farm, and that's where, you know, Panel touched on, it's greedy. When you have Ursa, Invoker, Axe, they need a Blink Dagger to do anything, and the other lanes have kind of fallen apart. Kezu still having a good game, but this Invoker is just continuing to fall further and further behind for Boom.
Their last pick, you know, this is the hero that's meant to have that oomph, and it just hasn't so far.
Nope. And now it's a Greaves as well on 33, so the EMP is not going to be nearly as effective anymore. So he's going to have that way to restore his teammates.
I mean, it really does, yeah, as you say, just it feels like Greaves just offsets the full impact of the Invoker's damage output, especially when the Invoker's this far behind.
When he's this poor, yeah. It really is just, that's the biggest thing. It's like 33 is just almost like double net worth in a way of the Invoker, so he just counteracts him fully. And Crosswex is tough, you know, it's hard to make work in these type of games. If you fall behind,
it's rough.
If you full commit to the Crosswex as well, it gets hard. I've seen a lot of times they go like 5 points Wex, and then they go Aghanims and they build toward the Exor and they go for the Cataclysm. This isn't a game that he can do that. Might have felt like it was needed though. They do have the Axe Call and stuff like that, so there is potential for way later down the line, but I don't think we're gonna get there with the way Tundra's playing.
Korea's got to be a bit careful. That'll be fine.
That is a sneaky courier. So what, that's a Solar Crest near done for Celery? He actually does have it, so The thing is that they're still getting like pretty okay farm. It's just you can't feel their impact.
Mid
these
Kezu.
they're up against.
He needs help and he needs it now.
Uh-oh.
Boom's trying to cover him here with the combo, but Viver's coming in from the side with the snowball. They've moved in straight on top of the axe. Kezu, he's trying to run, but he can't get away from the 5 of them. As that's Kezu
Just
gone.
getting ran at.
The vacuum here from 33, catching another. 9, he's ready with the chase. There's no running. That's Tundra really starting to step it up in this third game.
It's just so easy for them to set up kills. With all these buff ups with the Ink Swell, with this Earth Spirit, just dominating the game, even controlling Shad now.
He can't get out of this, but can he?
Oh, he just heals himself. Okay, yeah, 9's okay.
9's sort of rolling all over the place. But that's the thing, at this point, it doesn't matter if half the spells are missing. It doesn't matter, they're still getting the kill.
And Troll a full item ahead of that Ursa. BKB's done, level 15. It's getting pretty rough for Viking. And it really just feels like it's only eyes on Kezu. You know, he's got to pull a stab. He's got to get some like 5-man calls. And even then, I don't think they have the damage. I don't know, where's the damage coming from? Even if he does get the calls,
he's just got to spin.
Feeling pretty lack.
Spin to win, you know. And,
spin to win, yeah.
I mean, and it would be that, but it was built up to this game, you know. TI is pretty much on the line here. You get knocked down to Division 2, you're not going to have the chance next season to get to a major, to get DPC points. You know, and for most teams, you know, TI is everything. So to lose here, it's going to be a very sad day for one of the squads.
Still looking to make these moves. They're smoking. They've got Shad pretty far from his BKB still, but they're looking to hit anyway. He's checking out the rush, so it looks like they're doing for some very greedy play if he can sneak it while his team makes a play elsewhere.
I mean, they might just be able to get away with this.
The courier scouting it. Biver saw it.
Kezu, he's trying to throw a distraction.
Okay.
He's just jumping in. He wants them to go for him.
9's leaving. He knows.
He's already out. He's heading over. Roshan is gone though.
It.
Kezu, he did what he needed to do. He gave his life. Nice. He gave the space. Viking take Rosh.
Hopefully Shad can get out and not die before he... With that Aegis. Celery looks like he's probably going to go down.
Let's see if the rest of them can escape. Aramis is being chased down as well here, but good stun will set up for the space for him to get out. So in this position, sacrificing 2 heroes to get Roshan and Aegis, Viking take that every time.
Absolutely. You deny it from Tundra as well too, where Tundra might be able to just push and end the game. Now you can be able to buy yourself some more time so Shad can actually get a BKB and have a fighting hope in the game. To actually be able to show up to a fight and be able to do something. If he's able to get BKB, he will be able to maybe actually do something in the fight. As boom, he's under a ward.
Oh, he went for the regen, and he's dead for that. And he is. Yeah, that's... I mean, they can't afford to give up anything really in this position.
No.
Whilst they're behind and taking the risk there for an unnecessary rune.
Boom definitely having a bit of a rough one in this game. A couple of things in the laning phase too. You could see that he was missing some last hits. Just things aren't working out. Him going for that rune too. There's not really a purpose. He just gives his life again. 1, 4, and 3 on this mid.
I mean, as I said, there's just so much weighing on this series. A lot of pressure here for the players.
Yep. And Tundra, they're thriving under the pressure, really. 20-7 right now, and just constantly hunting and looking for all these plays. And this is them busting out a 5 gyro in the last game. Now they're running the mid Earth Spirit, and it's working. No, that's confidence.
And that confidence is paying off tenfold. Yeah, you can feel it. And Tundra as a team just in a much clearer position right now.
Celery's trying to buy time. He's cutting waves, summoning treants, summoning greater treants, split pushing as best he can to get them some time for Shad. So, like we said, so he can at least get BKB and have a chance, a hope to fight. And we'll see if they can actually take the fight. If they can take the fight with BKB, maybe they have a chance in this game. It still feels pretty impossible, but hey, there's crazier things that have happened.
Absolutely.
So space from Celery, just keep it. That's probably the only thing that's going to be happening exciting for Viking besides them maybe looking for a smoke with Kezu. I think it's still a little crazy. I think Celery's the one that's going to be the only action that they're actually doing. Put some time.
I mean, they're coming out pretty far here down bottom.
They see them, though. They have that ward on the high ground. Celery sees them with that ward. At least 2 of them that they saw setting up bottom. So they're going to dodge away. And it will get a courier snipe. Will he die for it? He will.
He certainly will. Did have a fair bit on that courier. Had a toe. But the XP is probably just going to be gained from that kill instead. Or at least a piece of it.
They're trying to kill the treants, but they can't. These annoying treants are going to probably cut the next wave. At least somewhere, either top or mid. Will he be able to make it to top? He won't. As we see, if we see them actually making a move maybe up top, the BKB is finished for Shad.
Now BKB also finished for 9 over on Tundra. They're smoking up here right behind Shad.
Let's see what they can do.
Can they get a jump?
They
need
a
clean kill.
Yep. 9 is showing himself for a second. His
Aramis,
BKB's
they're coming in.
Yet.
Oh, the Yules!
And now he has BKB.
Straight away, he's able to dodge the initiation from Kezu. And now they'll look to turn 9. Running down Aramis. Viking, they'll do their best to just get everybody else out of here if they can. Boom. He's out with the Ghost Walk. He's away from the sentries. They won't be able to catch him. So, I mean, all things considered with that initiation going down the drain, if they only lose Aramis, they'll be fine with this. But over to the side, Kezu is having to come in to protect Shad. Shad is trying to turn and hold his ground. He has, of course, got the Aegis and the BKB, but the wall's down onto the 2 of them. They're surrounding 9. Soulbind, though, comes into play. The silence now on both of them as they link together. Kezu and Despair. As Kezu is getting low, he's taken down, and Shad as well. He'll fall the once. He's going to be back with a second round. They did indeed get the Earth Spirit. Can Shad do anything here with his second life? Pops the BKB immediately. Turns over towards 33 and Skeeter. Sunstrike going to be dodged. Biver into the snowball. They'll kite out the BKB from Shad. I mean, again, you know, considering the position they're in, losing the Aegis, losing Kezu, you got the kill on 9. And 9, of course, in a much better position at that moment than the 2 of those cores. So, again, just closing that lead that Tundra had bit by bit here, Viking, that they are holding on.
All that matters is Shad survives throughout a fight and is able to actually get himself an item, get himself back onto the map and farming. He's literally everything for this team right now. 9 may be overcommitting a little hard there, but I feel like Tundra's still in a pretty damn good spot anyway, even if they do lose that Earth Spirit. Ursa still needs quite a few more items to be able to address versus Troll to ever have that actual matchup. But he's getting there. He's on his way. And he at least will always have the benefit of being alacrity and stuff like that inside the team fights too from Boom. And Boom does get, you know, some more saving graces for himself. Has his BKB done, starting to get levels into Exor and whatnot too.
Now we see him sort of considering what his next time was going to be. He had the Hex queued up momentarily, now shifted to the Ags. I mean, what route do you think he does have to go? What would you think is going to be the best hit?
I think you have to go Axe. You have the Axe call. You know, you have a setup for sure. You're playing versus Snowball, but you've got a couple ways to set up, and we can definitely see they're lacking damage. They can't just provide on Shad to do everything. Once his BKB is down on this Ursa, his fights are going to be very difficult. So Invoker has to carry his weight.
Trying to get away with some sneaky plays down bottom, but also be spotted out by the wards. Still, though, it is, you know, this constant pressure from the Prophet is removing opportunities for Tundra to play as aggressive as maybe they would like. And it's giving space, it's giving time for Viking.
Yeah, and they're getting, you know, BKB for Kazu's coming soon. They're getting levels on Invoker, which is the best thing you can always get on an Invoker, and getting just time for his next few items. Still a pretty uphill battle. This Troll still has the best core matchup in the game, and he is still owning Skeeter. 4,000 plus ahead of the competition, and he's got, as we mentioned, all the enablers. So sure, you've got Tornado to counteract it, but there's a BKB now on the Troll. So if he's buffed up by all these buffs that we've been saying from Tundra, and he pops BKB, can't dispel it, he can train on targets. So still very hard for Viking to actually take these fights.
Oh, Aramis.
But there's a chance.
Uh-oh. Again, that for Viking, that's fine. Just a Lion dying, everybody else out, and as you can see, still able to play the map.
Shad's getting space, you know, Shad's getting farm. He's got Basher. He's not catching up to the Troll, but he's catching up in his own way.
He's not falling further behind.
Exactly. Thank you. That's a much nicer way to say it. Boom now also has a quickening charm, so a little bit of a better item than that Grove Bow. Can sit back, get some nice spell frequency. Can have Cold Snap going constantly in the fights too.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And Kezu, yeah, almost BKB.
Radiant are
They do still have some hopes in these team fights. It's gonna be very hard, but there's still a chance. And they're still buying more time. Just getting these next few items. The Aghanims on the Invoker definitely would be something they'd like to get before a big fight comes off. Might be hard to just keep making this space forever, though. As they're going to try for... Looks like they're trying to go for something aggressive top for a second, but... Tundra all in the area.
Yeah, just trying to see if they can get a BKB charge out of him. Skeeter plays it cool.
Oh, come on. Kezu just missed 3 last hits. Come on, Kezu, go get those last hits. Come on. You're so close to BKB.
Oh, no. Come on, Kezu.
And now they might actually smoke out and hit, and he's going to be just short of this BKB now.
He didn't miss those last hits.
He didn't miss those.
The small neutral camp. That one's quite hard to miss, but I've missed them before.
Aramis?
Aramis.
He'll eat the gank.
He will. Everybody else surely want to get out of there. They don't want to fight this, do they? No, they want to run.
So.
They want to run. 9.
Oh, he got vacuumed back up.
Shad, he's been forced to fight this. He's turning over towards 33. He's going to pop the BKB, try and come in on the front. Kezu attempting to jump in. Have they got the damage? They haven't. Kezu's going to fall, and now Shad, he's got to run. The Enrager BKB shortly coming to an end. Skeeter's on top of him, beating him into position. As Shad's down, 9, he will fall in return, but now the chase continues from Tundra as they head over towards Boom in the snowballs of Biver. And over towards Aramis too. The shards won't catch him, but Skeeter's axes will.
Skeeter, the king of the game. He literally just gets to hold his ground in the fight. Axe blinks, calls him. He doesn't care. Just pops his ult, holds his ground, eats the Ursa, eats the Axe alive. And that's a fight that was forced. They got vacuumed back on the high ground. They felt like they needed to go back to help the Ursa. But a terrible positioning for them.
Yeah, these little moves from 33 making it very difficult to try and use terrain against them. Getting him back over. And 31 to 9.
I didn't see if it made a difference either, but this is an item that I thought we were going to see Quas Wex Invoker just dead because of, is the Eternal Shroud. 33's got it. EMP actually just kind of does nothing at that point. It literally just does 0. Gets counteracted fully by that Eternal Shroud. And
we'll see this again. I mean, it was clear. Aramis down. They want to leave. Shad trying to run. He's down off the cliff, but this vacuum booms straight up to the high ground. And at that point, you've got no choice if you're Viking. You've got to try and stand ground and take it. But of course, with the way that they're behind, that's just it's not possible.
No, and Skeeter just gets full freedom. He just pops BKB and he's just full out battle trancing, hitting 2 heroes while another fight's going on the left side. 9 distracts everybody. Yeah, really good fights from Tundra. And just, yeah, we're seeing the power of this troll pick, really. 10-0-7, Skeeter just having full freedom. Full Abyssal Blade done now, too. I mean, his farm is just insane. 8,000 over the next, pretty much. And look at this, a DD as well.
Oh boy. And completed coming out that blade, so it's not going to be easy for these heroes. Boom in particular, he has got to stand right at the back of these fights.
They just don't have damage at all to deal with this troll either now. Through 2, like they can't even kill him the once. 2 lives is just, yeah, it's overkill. As they're gonna keep doing, same thing. Same name in the game for Viking is just celery, split push the waves, and then try to find any opportunities to get extra farm, but that last hit hurt.
Nice in that sort of position where Vikings' best hopes might lie behind Shad getting time to pick up a rapier.
It feels like, yeah, I mean, it really does feel like he needs it. They need Cataclysm and Rapier, and
then
they don't have either.
Maybe there's a chance, but other than that, Tundra in a very solid position here.
33 trying to get the catch. Can't quite. And yeah, Forge Spirits, Treants sent down lanes. Fury on TPs, Wrath of Nature probably going to get popped any second now, too, when he sees the waves. Just anything to buy them sometimes and some hopes. Yeah, get Boom the Ags. That's your next real big hope. And then just try to get Kezu getting like a 3-man call or something like that.
How close is he?
It's about 1,000 away. It's not too bad. 1,200-ish. Who knows if... I don't think they're going to have the time, though. Looks like Tundra's going to start kicking up the pace. They're trying to solve the lane issues, though. Viking is doing a good job of keeping that split push. But Skeeter's bloodthirsty right now. Like, with this full Abyssal, too, like, he is really feeling himself. Like, he just wants to hit a hero. He does not want to hit any creeps anymore. Someone show your face so you can Abyssal them. That's what Skeeter's asking for.
There we go. Ready to have a poke of the high ground here. Still 2 minutes on that Aegis. As they're just going in. They're in. They're in with the Abyssal onto Boom. Boom. Could he get out of this? He's trying it, but he's been bound in place here by the Stonebind. He's gone. He's got a buyback immediately. Skeeter is trying to dive in for more. They've got the stun. Sunstrike to follow up. But Skeeter, he's so tanky. Aramis is going to end up ticking out to the magnetized damage.
It's still spreading, too.
Kezu can't get the jump in. And even if it does, it's going to be into an Aegis Troll. As Tundra, they'll take the tier 3. They're onto the barracks. They're smoking up. They're looking for some sort of wraparound, some sort of setup.
Back door's kicked in. The creeps aren't in the base. They've cut them effectively.
Can Kezu find a jump?
Peter's still in the base. Kezu's trying to find
He's going to look to see if he can find something, but he doesn't get either of them. And now, up on the high ground, Shad, he's stuck up there. He needs help. He needs it now. Tornado comes down from Boom. Shad trying to hold his position here. Pots the enrage, turns over towards 9, but the Yules send up into the air. Shad losing time here with the moments with that ultimate as Boom goes down. Shad's trying to chase him for a kill, but they can't get anything out of this Viking. Shad being constantly kited as Tundra. They'll turn, they'll deal with him as well. Shad's out, Boom's down. 2 calls out of the game for over a minute, and no buybacks to be seen.
Skeeter gets the blood he was looking for. Finds the Ursa. Finds Boom as well. Back to the racks. Clean and easy fight for them. Shad, they tried to get the catch there with Kezu. Shad has no BKB though at that point. So him hopping out is just, he knows he's gonna die if he doesn't get all the kills immediately. As Tundra hunting for Aramis.
He's gone.
Goodbye, Aramis.
Skeeter's in, just adding to his KDA here. 13-0-8. Celery desperately trying to just block waves. Buy some time. Kezu as well, trying to distract them from the base as he charges out on that top lane. But he can't do so. He goes down. They'll take him out. They'll head straight back towards cleaning up the barracks.
They know it's over. Kezu was just trying to buy any type of fun. Celery still pushing mid, but yeah, all the racks will get finished off here. Still 15 seconds for Skeeter to finish cleaning it up.
Full X on 33. The big items are coming out now. They've got that much money on all of them. They're going to have one more fight in it, Viking. As they will wait for everyone to respawn to give it one final shot.
Celery buying a Deso. The 5 position Nature's Prophets transitioning into the 2.
Oh, there we go. Mega creeps out. Fada, he's jumping in aggressively. He's got the Soulbind onto the 2 of them. Boom, he's had to put the BKB and step to the back. They try and get themselves away.
They're actually going to back up. Okay, I mean, Skeeter's 25 with a Scotty BKB. Big Tundra could just run in at them, but I guess they're trying to get a big combo off with the vacuum. They'll back up. I feel like they could have just ran in and fought, but they're going to back up.
I mean, they're playing it safe. You know, there's a lot on the line here. There's
4 items too. They can always pick those up as well and just sit on the high ground. But yeah, patience definitely the name of the game with what's on the line. Even though this one's 100% item. Yeah, win probability 100%.
Let's bring up the Dota Plus. Can we get checked from Gaben? It is. It's been called here. 100%. As you know, Viking, they'll play out what will be their last moments, unfortunately, for them here in the upper division.
Tundra's just waiting for the target to show, waiting for the Soulbind Abyssal Blade on 2.
Skeeter, they're ready with the jump. Soulbind straight away, the back, give the Abyssal Blade onto the 2 of them. Aramis and Boom are gone. Tundra, they're ready to close this up. They're ready to put an end to it, and here the end will come. GG is called by Viking as Tundra with a fantastic game 3, and as we really saw just the confidence and the individuality here from this team with what they can bring to the table.